Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Computer Games Hardware. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the video. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Today, we got a good one for you. We're covering all the biggest announcements, the trailers and the little tidbits and all the good juicy bits that Dan finds exciting to come out of Gamescom 2023. There's been a couple of big announcements, and it's been a little while since we've done some games content on computer games hardware. So let's get stuck into it. There's plenty to get through. So it's going to be a good week for video games on computer games hardware because we've got this, and I'm going to try and pump out the September game releases for you guys as well. So it hits on the 1st of September because it's going to be a pretty big month for newly released games. So without further ado, let's get into all the Gamescom trailers and announcements and all that good stuff. First up, we have Black Myth Wukong. Now, you guys might remember this game when some alpha gameplay footage was released in early 2020, I want to say, and it looked absolutely incredible in Unreal Engine 4, so much so that it caused some controversy in China. It's since been ported over to Unreal Engine 5, so it looks even better. It's a Souls-like sort of action RPG, and it just looks incredible. I'm not the biggest Souls person myself, but this one looks pretty special. It looks like it's going to be really fun. The visuals are fantastic. The gameplay looks pretty entertaining, so it'll be interesting to see how much of a Souls-like this game is, how difficult it's going to be, but it looks pretty exciting. All the monsters and all the characters just look epic. Monkey himself, which he's referred to as the Chosen One, or I believe the Destined One in this game, just looks really good. We also know that this type of story works really well in game form. You might remember Ninja Theory's Enslaved Odyssey to the West, which was a really fantastic game from the PS3 era, which I loved. Precursor to this one's a little bit more serious in tone, and it's got that Souls-like action gameplay, but looks fantastic. Really looking forward to checking this one out. Black Myth Wukong is set to be released on all the major platforms in 2024. Little Nightmares 3 was announced at Gamescom. So Little Nightmares is a series that's sort of like a claymation 2.5D platformer puzzle type of story that is traditionally been in co-op. That's been a little fun game for everyone to play. The first two were pretty well received, and what's impressive about this one is that you're going to be able to play a solo run with an AI generated co-op buddy. So I think it's supposed to sort of behave a little bit sporadically, so almost like a second player is playing with you. That will be really interesting to check out. The original developers of Little Nightmares 1 and 2 won't be developing this game. That's been tasked to Supermassive Games, which you might know from Until Dawn, The Quarry, and the Dark Pictures anthology series of games. So in really good hands. That's going to be really interesting, and that's set to be released in 2024 as well. Are you guys ready to find out what happened in the Colony War? Next up is Starfield. I know lots of you have been waiting for this, so I'm pretty excited for this. This is Bethesda Studios' first big action RPG in a long while. So the time has come. Get ready, clear your schedules, folks. The new trailer looks fantastic. Skip ahead by a couple of minutes if you don't want to see anything from the trailers, or you want to go in pretty fresh. This is Bethesda's next big action RPG, and we've all been waiting for this since they announced it way back in, God, what was it, like 2018, I think. Long time coming. You can get this in a couple of different ways, and you can get some early access if you buy the digital deluxe edition, or you get it with Xbox Game Pass. It'll be available on day one, so that will be a good way to play it. Looks stunning. Look, not too much going on in this trailer. It's a little bit of a live action trailer, so you're not going to get any spoilers in here, so don't worry. It follows you. It's a silent protagonist, so the character is supposed to be you. It's got all those epic customizations that you'd expect from a Bethesda Studios titles. As I said, I don't know too much about Starfield because I've been keeping away on purpose just to get the full experience. But what I'm going to do is, I know some people are hyped for this. You've been shouting out to me, when are you going to talk about Starfield? When are you going to talk about some Xbox games? So I don't want to give away too much. I'm going to link to a deep dive that I haven't watched yet myself, but it's from Bethesda Studios, and they outline all the details about Starfield, the customization, the planets, the procedurally generated assets, and all stuff like that. So if you want to have a look at it, check in the show notes down below. And you'll be able to play it very shortly. So are you excited for Starfield? We're also going to cover it in our September game releases, so sound off in the comments down below if you've been looking forward to this one. All right, so Starfield is releasing early next week, so hold on. September's going to be a big one, guys. All right, folks, next up, another big one. So for all you, the million PlayStation players out there who play this game and literally nothing else, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, set to be released on November 10th. Helmed by Sledgehammer Games, they've opened up with the first campaign mission, and they've also talked to the biggest zombie offerings that to be seen in a Call of Duty title. So that's super exciting. Some people buy Call of Duty just for the zombies, so to see it in a Modern Warfare game is pretty new. Might be worth it for the price alone. We'll see. As we said, Sledgehammer Studios is doing this one, so it's not an Infinity Ward title, which is upsetting some. I know some people Infinity Ward or nothing on the COD games, but to be honest, it looks pretty good. They showed some footage from the campaign, and it looks like a prison break type scenario. In the first thing, you're going in dark, you're putting on all your night viz and stuff like that, breaching through doors and escaping rowdy prison inmates or whatever they are. So hopefully this one can turn it around. We'll see. So we haven't got long to wait. It's November 10th. Next up is Sonic Superstars, and we don't have to wait long at all for this one as well, because it's been announced that it's being released on October 17th. Do you guys know what this means? It means in October we're getting a new Sonic game and a new Super Mario Brothers game in the same week, no less the same month. They showed off some 4-player co-op, so you can play together. Whole family can play together. This looks really fun. This is fantastic. Something we can play with the kids. So really excited for that. Sonic Superstars is dropping October 17th, so look out for that one. Okay, also, just a little note there, you Sonic Frontiers folks out there, the game is getting an update. That game is going to get an update with some new characters, some new story, and some new challenges. So check that one out. Be sure to be there to update your game. All right, folks. Cyberpunk 2077. CD Projekt Red have stated the Cyberpunk game itself is getting a big enough update that you're going to want to start a new game. So they reckon that there's new challenges, new characters, new quests to do, and things like that, alongside all the visual upgrades and overhauls and all the bug fixes that have gone on. They're basically saying that Cyberpunk is a brand new game, and if you want to go into Liberty City, you can, but you want to going to start off from the start again because they've optimized some of those elements for you to play. The new police system has been revamped and put into place, and apparently that makes the gaming experience completely changed. So, looking forward to testing that out. Are you going to play Cyberpunk again? Let me know in the comments down below. So that releases on the 26th of September. So look out for Cyberpunk 2077 Update 2.0 and Phantom Liberty. All right, guys. So it's been a great year for fighting games, and it's set to get even better with Mortal Kombat 1 releasing in September on September 19th. Can't wait for this one. NetherRealm Studio and Ed Boon have really done a fantastic job on the previous Mortal Kombat games, doing a little bit of a soft reboot with those ones, but I think it also ties into the story from the more recent ones. So the gameplay looks fantastic. The characters are just really popping. They've got a sort of like a jump in assist mode for this new game. So multiple characters on screen at a time. Just looks really fantastic. Can't wait for that one. So I know we're cutting into September game releases, but it just really looks fantastic. So I thought I'd mention it here quickly because they showed it at Gamescom 2023. So looking forward to that. Have a look at some of the footage now. It looks fantastic. Diablo 4 is set to get its Season 2, the Season of Blood, that's releasing on October 17th. So look out for that one if you're a Diablo player. The first season was a bit rushed. A couple of people were pretty unhappy with it was released, but the developers have been listening and trying to address some of those issues. Listen, I don't know how you guys get through all these games so quickly. Like, people are smashing through. I'm playing Diablo 4 at the moment, and I can't even get through the campaign. I'm going to be here forever. I've got to get my skates on if I'm going to get through some of these games. But that releases, there are some new vampire powers. There's 5 new endgame bosses to get through. So hopefully this one's chock full for all of you that just gobble up all that Diablo 4 content. So looking forward to that. Season 2 is releasing on October 17th. All right, folks, get your flashlights out because Alan Wake 2 is coming on October 27th. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have been dying to get my hands on this game. So really looking forward to this one. Sam Lake was up at Gamescom discussing all the new elements, and they dropped a brand new trailer, and we'll show a few clips from it right here. Long awaited for Alan Wake 2. The first game released in 2010. So that's been a bit of a journey. The gameplay looks really exciting. It's got a Resident Evil remake vibe to it. There's a couple of different characters that we can that we play as, so that's important to note. You're not always playing as Alan Wake. There is also a cop, and something really excited to note. Remedy have rendered Sam Lake into the game. So Sam Lake, who is the creative director of Remedy, and who you might know as the original face of Max Payne, is in this game as a NPC. So shout out to Sam Lake. We love him. We love his very emotive face here at Computer Games Hardware. So that's going to be fantastic. I think they've hit the nail on the head. This is going to be the sleeper hit of the year. It just feels like they've got all the right elements, and with with the story prowess to bring it all together nicely. So looking forward to that. October 27. Don't miss it. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Are you excited about any of the titles that we talked about today? Is there anything else that's been announced from Gamescom that we didn't talk about today that you're excited about? Let me know in the comments down below. Huge thank you to all our new subscribers and for everyone that's been supporting the channel. Big thank you. Can't thank you enough. Please consider liking, sharing, or subscribing. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. So big thank you and hello to all our new subscribers. And as always, I'd like to sign off by saying I'll keep making them if you keep watching them. So thanks very much, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers.